What's up, sports fans? Thanks for tuning in to the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Kwaku Duah. Today we're here with the head coach of the women's basketball team, Coach Ben Conrad. Coach, how you doing today?
Doing well. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you too. Congrats on the win last night.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So could you give us a brief summary of the season so far?
Well, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy year. It's probably been one of the craziest years I've had in coaching. You're talking about 18, 19 years. So we've had a lot of stuff we've gone through. We've had a lot of injuries. It seems like every week we've had a different thing happen, whether it be a strained hip flexor or a meniscus or a knee or an ankle. I mean, we've had more kids miss more time with injuries this year than probably any year. If you combine all the years I've been here, this is the most injured group we've ever had. So it's been hard to get traction. It feels like we're a little behind where we normally are. Our early January, we were so beat up that I felt like we didn't make as much progress that time of year as we normally do. So we're a little behind, but I think we're on schedule to be where we need to be here down the stretch. It's been a good year. I mean, anytime you're 26-2, that's a pretty good year.
Yeah, definitely.
And you're right in the hunt for championships at the end of the season. That's a good year, and it's been a pleasant surprise. I mean, we lost 9 kids off last year's team that went 30-2 and won the Jayhawk. 9 of them. So 9 of our top 11 were gone. We pretty much started over. We had a couple kids back, and then the entire team is new. So it was one of those years. I think most people outside of here would have thought we were pretty vulnerable, and I think we were, and I think we've shown at times that we are. But we've managed to kind of push through some adversity and win our fair share of games, and there's still a lot of basketball to be played. I think we're excited about this next couple weeks. I think we've got a group that's hopefully kind of getting where they're supposed to get at the right time.
Definitely.
So we're excited.
So how have you guys adjusted to losing some of those players due to injury?
It's one of those things where we've kind of got a thing we say, the next person in, and it's really just if somebody goes down, there's somebody waiting, kind of in the wings that's been practicing and preparing to come in and take their spot. And you can't control that stuff. You can't control it. It's part of sports. We don't talk a whole lot about it. It's just been one of those crazy years where it seems like every week we've had some issues. We did lose one at semester that ended up things didn't end up working out, and she couldn't come back second semester, and so we just tweak it. It's like a Rubik's cube. You move one part, every other part changes.
Yeah. You
move the other part, and so it's been kind of a jigsaw puzzle throughout, and we've struggled with consistency because of that. But like I said, I think we're where we need to be right now, and I think we're all pretty excited about where we're at, moving forward.
Okay, so now you're nearing your 200th win here at JCCC. What's been your winning formula on and off the court?
Well, number one, I think anybody that has success in this business is getting good players. That's number one. If you don't have good players, you're not going to win. That's the bottom line. I don't care who you are. That's number one, recruiting good players. And then the second thing is recruiting kids that fit here, fit our system, fit our culture, fit the way we do things. Try to do the right thing every day, whether that be in the classroom, whether that be in the community, whether that be on the floor. So I think that's number one is recruiting and getting the right kind of people in. But we've also got a great staff. I've got assistant coaches that have been with me most of the time I've been here, guys that are very loyal to the program. It's real proud of a couple former assistants that are now head coaches at other schools, and so we've had good staff and then a lot of support. We've got a good administration. Got an athletic director that I always tell him if he doesn't tell me no very often, then that makes him a good athletic director. He's a good guy and has really helped us, and our administration's been real good. And then all the people behind the scenes, whether it be scout team guys or administrative assistants up in the front office, or there's just a lot of things that go into to success. It's not just one or two things. It's a lot of things.
Yeah. So you said it starts with recruiting good players. For example, Nico Wheeler, when did you first see the potential in her?
Man, I probably about 8th or 9th grade, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I saw her when she was really young. She's an Independence, Missouri kid. Went to Chrisman High School. I have my cousin actually was coached over there and has known her for a while, and really spent a lot of time working with her on her shot, and did a great job with her. turning her into a kid that could make free throws, and so I've seen her for a while and knew how special she could be. She's really developed here. I think when she got here, she had a little chip on her shoulder, and she was, typical. Didn't want to hear a lot of things from a lot of people. Whether it be coaches or the sophomores or whatever. And I think she's grown up a lot since she's got here. She's become a leader. She's really a great person.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about Nika that's really special. And she's a warrior. I mean, she's been playing through stuff all year, injury-wise, and when it's go time and the lights flip on, she's one of the toughest kids I've ever had. And it's been really neat to see her development. She's got a lot of good basketball ahead of her for sure.
Okay, where did you see her basketball future going?
She's got Division I offers. I mean, she's got a bunch of schools that have already involved and offered, and she's going to have some more, I think, down the stretch. And a lot of that probably depends a little bit on how deep of a run we can make in the tournament. But she'll play Division I basketball somewhere next year, and be very successful and get a degree. And I can't be any more happier for her. She really deserves it.
Yeah. That's good to hear. Well, what are some things that you guys are focusing on going into the postseason?
Well, it's not any different than really as you're making your way through the season. It's a cliche, you hear it all the time, but you want to get better every day. You want to progress every day. You don't want to have a single wasted day where you're not moving forward.
Yeah.
With this group, I just think it's fine tuning. It's taking care of the ball. It's being a little more valuing the ball a little bit more. We still don't rebound the ball like we have in the past, and that's a work in progress. And we're still cleaning some things up defensively. We're giving up too many points. We've just, like you said, we're behind. We're not where we usually are this time of year. But I've told our kids a bunch. We've had teams that played lights out in January and February, really, really good. And maybe they peaked too early, and we got into the postseason and didn't quite get it done. And I'd take this if this can get us to the national tournament. If we can play our best basketball here in the next couple of weeks, I'll take this over playing well in January and early February any day. But I think the focus is just fine tuning and details and really just getting a little bit better defensively and taking care of the ball. With the games we've gotten beat in, we've just been real loose with the ball, and I think we've got to be real just more sound offensively, get better shots, and all the things we've worked on all year. We're just trying to fine tune and hone and try to make a run here.
Definitely. Well, Coach, it's been a pleasure having you. Good luck with the rest of the season.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
That's it for your Cavalier Sports Report. Again, I'm your host, Kwaku Duah. Thanks for tuning in.